A match deep from the bowels of hell.
This match actually happened on the planet Earth. Like, if there's a newer testament someday, the newest testament.
This is the end times.
I mean, this fucking better be in there.
Kendall Windham and Italian Stallion versus Don Valentine and Keith Steinborn.
Yes.
The best worker in this match, by 1,000 miles, is the Italian Stallion.
Yes.
Then there is a deep, deep drop-off, first to Kendall Windham, I believe.
Yeah.
Then another deep drop-off to Keith Steinborn. And then the deepest of deep drop-offs to Don Valentine, who remains the worst wrestler I've ever seen.
He is at the bottom of the deepest part of the ocean.
First of all, Keith Steinborn starts. And they're wrestling him for a long time. They are determined. Think about this. They want Keith Steinborn to stay in the ring so they don't have to work with Don Valentine. They keep Keith Steinborn in the ring forever and ever. And so it's boring because they're not very good and he's not very good. The only thing to talk about is how Kendall Windham is the skinniest fucker ever.
Yeah, but you know what? The announcers just talk and talk about how he's put on weight, which I'm skeptical of.
I'm looking at him like on his skinniest, Zack Sabre Jr. is Lex Luger compared to this guy.
I'm not sure about that. At his skinniest, they were about the same here.
I'm thinking this, and then Shivani tells me he's getting bigger and stronger than ever.
Yeah,
he is.
They said
was he transparent before?
He had no definition. He was that skinny with no definition. Now he's kind of got a little definition. They said that he was putting on weight, and soon he would be among the best ever.
Did say that?
That didn't happen.
His biggest drawback has been his lack of bulk.
That
one of them. Then they say, you got to remember, folks, he doesn't have a lot of bulk, but he's a very young man. He'll get bigger. Okay, if that's true.
Well, he did.
I guess eventually the Kendall Windham on the Nitro was bigger than this.
Much bigger.
That's true. But I mean, if you're telling me he's skinny because he's 20 years old, why isn't every college football player a skinny wimp?
Well, Vinny, don't overthink this.
Meanwhile,
let me say something about this Don Valentine before we even get into talking about him. I got to put him over before we carry him. Yes. He came back.
That's your praise?
That is my praise.
He's too dumb to know when to quit?
Last week, Kevin Sullivan, he just violated this guy in every fucking way possible except for literally one. He did not have sex with him.
Thank you.
But other than that, he ruined this guy. Did he not?
It was a violent beating.
He tried to kill him.
It was
on television.
Illegal assault.
Yes. And despite that, Don Valentine came back.
See, this makes me hate him more.
No,
he
Vinny.
should have known when to quit.
No. He wanted to give it another shot. He was determined.
This just means Kevin Sullivan will have to beat him more next time.
You know what? I can do this, he thought. Even though he couldn't.
He was very, very wrong.
He thought...
Very wrong.
Maybe he thought, I'll give it one more shot. Maybe I'll be good this week. Okay, it's low praise. But I could not believe he came back after what Sullivan did to him last week.
You know what? After watching him wrestle, I'm not sure he did.
Oh, he came back.
I realized he was physically there. They eventually keep Keith Steinborn in as long as they can.
He is grotesque in his gear.
Which one?
Did we mention that last week?
Which one?
Fucking Valentine.
Okay, he is.
He's got that goddamn singlet with the skinny straps, and his boobs just hang out.
Yes.
It's just, why do you wear that?
His noodle arms.
It's just disgusting.
So listen, Keith Steinborn eventually gets blown up. They have no choice. They must tag in Don Valentine. Don Valentine gets in the ring, and I swear to God, he's halfway through his lockup, and we are already laughing. He hasn't made contact.
He hasn't even locked up.
He gets as far as...
No, not even that, Vinny.
He looks like the Mummy.
He puts his hands up like this, like he's a T-Rex. Like they're bent.
I'm not sure.
Like he's going to sneak up on somebody or something.
He looks and moves like the Mummy, but more slower. So they do what they can with him. It sucks. And here is the finish. They tag in Kendall. Kendall's finish is the middle rope bulldog.
What could be easier?
He goes flying off the ropes. He goes flying past Don Valentine's head. Don Valentine does not move. Time passes. Eventually, he slumps to the mat. Then Kendall goes to turn him over. And I'm honestly not sure whose fault this was. This may have been Kendall's fault. But all Kendall wants to do is like shoot the half and roll him over and pin him. And Kendall accidentally puts him in a sugar hold.
Yeah.
He's got his neck pinned forward like he's trying to crank it forward. He has to get up and let go and make a cover and pin him. One of the very worst 3-minute TV tag matches you'll ever see.
And I listen, I'm positive.
Just horrible.
I'm positive Don Valentine's the worst wrestler I've ever seen.
His first appearance was still the worst.
Oh, I don't know. He fucked up the Bulldog.
He did.
The finish. And then they show the replay.
Oh, that's right.
And normally they show the entire replay no matter how bad it looks. But this time, it was just like WWE. They stopped as soon as Kendall put his arm around the guy's head. They didn't even show the rest of it.
They just go into commercial.
That was bad.
He's the worst wrestler I've ever seen.
I'm positive.
I do get more convinced of that every week.
I'm positive. I've never seen a worse pro wrestler.
As the evidence piles up.
Yes.
And no evidence to the contrary, by the way. He's batting 1,000.
No, and honest to God, I'm not sure anyone's close. That other geek.
The gap between him and JC Wild.
JC fucking Wild, like, he's worse than JC Wild.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
He's 100 times worse
He
than
might be
JC
twice
Wild.
as bad, which is inconceivable.
Who was the big guy they brought in to be a Russian who he vastly improved by the end of the summer? But
I know what you're talking about, but no.
he was way better than this guy.
Nowhere close.
No, but anyway.